Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with another episode of Fishing Planet. And yes, I did get out of Mudwater River, Missouri finally, and I came here to the Everglades because I still need to make a lot of money. As you can see, at this point I'm registering as only having $1,553. Well, actually I have a lot more than that because I came here to do some what I call fish grinding. I think everybody else calls it that too, but basically this is one of the best locations to grind for cash, guys, because literally what I'm going to show you with this setup you will not believe. If you check the inventory, I'm primarily using this rod here. I'm using a jig winner 8 foot by 10 inch. I am using the .1012 fluoroline. Now I need to get some new fluoroline because it's starting to wear out because I've been using it so much. I am using a Aspira MLR 3500 reel, and I am using, this is the key here, guys, this is a Bullfrog Popper. Now poppers are awesome here. When I was using them in Mudwater, they didn't do bad. I was expecting them to do a little better. But here in the Everglades, they are awesome. And there's other things here that you can use, but I would suggest, just to let you know, it seems like the top water lures work the best. Now the other lures do work, but those are just absolutely amazing. I think I did an earlier video on the spoons here, so if you really want to know more about that, put it in the comments below and I'll send you a link. But we're going to go ahead and jump in here. I've got other rods with me, but I'm going to focus on this, guys, because this is where you catch the cash. And you want to know how much cash? Okay, guys, I started this is one day, and right now I have 86 bass, peacock and largemouth. 86. That's in one day. That's because I've got a pretty good size fish basket. But look at this, 23,570 for one day's worth of work. This is worth it, guys. I'm telling you. You're going to see what I mean here in a minute. But I have caught everything from small largemouth bass all the way up here to, well, of course, the butterfly, bowfin, the occasional bowfin, trophy largemouth bass, trophy peacock bass, lots of trophy largemouth bass, and even one unique peacock bass. Just so you see what one of those looks like, there you go, unique butterfly peacock bass, and he was 7 pounds, 7.772. Not bad. But anyway, we're going to get started here, guys, because I've been asked about grinding for fish, and this is honestly my favorite place to grind for them overall. And it's not because you can make more money than some other places, it's that you don't have to spend as much as some other places to get there. That's why I like it. So let's go ahead. We're going to start off here at Infinity Tunnels, the very top peg. Now this might actually take more than one episode because I'd like to visit all of the pegs if possible and show you just how well all of them do. Actually, I think I want to go ahead and go to a private room just because I am recording, and then I can get rid of that and I don't feel like I'm being rude to anybody. Alright, we are not going to set up a rod stand. You can set up one, but you have to set it up in a certain way. But anyway, where I'm interested in fishing is, I've got some specific areas that I like to fish, but I also like to kind of move around a little bit too. I don't want to fish just one spot too much, but this spot over here is probably my favorite to start with, and the reason that is because I have caught unique largemouth here before. I've caught it here, and I've caught it in a specific spot over in the lowest peg. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's not Lily Pad Channel. Maybe it is Lily Pad Channel. As you can see, it doesn't take long. Check it out, guys. literally just threw it out there. And that's how it goes every time. Very, very rarely will you pull or reel this in and not catch a fish. And I bring with me my Fish Castle L. It's an expensive one, but it holds 440 pounds of fish, which means you can get some serious money. My goal is to try to get this up to 30,000 before I go to the next day. It will not take long to be able to go to other places, but as you see, does very well. That's just your typical largemouth. Another good place over here I like to try is either right in this area here or just behind it. Usually you'll get the peacock bass over in those locations. Let's see if there's anything over there. There's always a lot of movement over there, so some places you'll get a mixture of the two. Some places you'll get more of one than the other. Well, one went after it, but he quit. Doesn't mean he's done. Yeah, as you can see, my line's down to 16%, so I'm going to have to replace it. Well, I guess I'm not going to get one that time. That doesn't happen too often. Let's throw it a little bit beyond that. Now make sure you set it to 3 here. Some places you set it to 2, but as you can see right here, this part, set it to 3, reel speed 3. The tension, it really just depends on the rod, honestly. You got to get a feel for it because you don't want them to break the line. I usually get 2 dots with the popping. There we go. Like I said, occasionally you might not get one when you reel it in, but most of the time you do. I would say 3 out of 4 times you get a fish. This is going to be a peacock. I can already see that he's seriously green. There you go. Not a bad one. I was trying to get it in the sun where you could see him a little better. Now, the unique peacock that I got earlier, I caught him right here. And occasionally you will. So it's always worth a try. Now, as far as the time for them, usually in the early afternoon on a sunny day. That seems to be when I get them. So it's a little bit late in the day for them. But for the unique over in the area I was fishing in before, largemouth bass, usually around 5:30. Now, I didn't get one this time, but sometimes you do. Usually you catch them on that spot a little easier if you're float fishing with either shiners or large minnows, though. I've had more luck getting them that way. Here we go. Now this will probably be a peacock bass, but occasionally you will get largemouth bass over here too. Well, son of a gun, he got off the hook. Oh man, you little pain in the butt. Alright, we'll try that again. 15% on this line. I really got to keep an eye on that because it will break. Now, as it gets later, that could increase our chances of getting other species. I have not caught a Florida gar off of this popper. But if it was a crankbait, I'm sure I would. There we go. Sometimes it's very hard to tell. You can tell when you've got a trophy because it's usually pretty difficult to get him in, but this one could be either way. I think this is a regular largemouth. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it may be a little late to be getting the uniques. But we're going to try over here one more time. But really, just about anywhere along here is good, guys, honestly. They just really love these poppers, and I am so liking this particular one here. There we go. This may be a trophy, guys. He hit it pretty hard. Well, maybe not. Sometimes they hit it so hard it seems like they're a trophy, but then they start to weaken up. But if they constantly keep it in the orange like I've got it, you've got a trophy. But usually I get most of the trophies during the peak period. There we go. Alright. Well, that is the Infinity Tunnels. That I didn't mean to do. Alright, we're gonna go over to the floating thickets. Now the floating thickets is another awesome location. Actually, all of them are awesome. I like to switch off if things start getting a little bit slower. One, move to the other. I think the fishing pressure might cause an issue, but now over in here, you're going to get a lot of peacock bass. If you go past this point right here, largemouth bass. Over here, peacock bass. And over here, you'll get a mixture. You'll get largemouth and peacock. It just depends. And right beyond here, again, peacock. This area seems to be more peacock than largemouth. This whole peg. So we're going to see if we can't get something fairly decent size. And you still can get the unique peacock bass here. Fishing over, I'll show you here in a second. We're going to see if we can't get one. I tell you, I've literally... Oh, daggone it. He almost had it. I am not joking, but I have sat there and just... See what I mean? I was just fiddling around. You will catch them that easily here. There you go. There's another one. Usually you get the peacock here. But it is but simple to catch them here. And I really can't decide if one peg is better than the other, because really they're all pretty good. That's why I like fishing this. If I need cash, that's it. During the peak period, like I said, you could literally just mess around like this. And I've caught peacock bass just doing this before. Okay, I'm going to try over here where I've caught those uniques. Let's see if any of them are hanging out. I doubt it, but I always like to give it at least a try. There's got something. I don't think that this one's that big. Well, maybe it is. Well, see, that's weird. He just suddenly got real strong. They'll fool you sometimes. Now, that's a peacock bass. Butterfly peacock bass. Again, the peacock bass will be over here. Now if you bottom fish over here, you can really catch the bullcats. There we go. Yep, another peacock. No? Is it a peacock? Yeah, it is. Okay. And we'll try over here too. Usually on either side of these lilies are really good, especially for the regular largemouth. There we go. You see what I mean, guys? I mean literally just like that. One right after another, right after another. And this one might be a trophy, guys. He is got some oomph to him. Either he's just a real good fighter. Nope, he's a trophy. There you go. Not a bad fish, guys. Yeah, we will definitely keep that guy. Alright, let's move on to the next peg, so you can get a look at that. Okay, it is Lily Pad Channel, I was right. It's like the names always just, you know, I've been playing this so darn long and I still can't remember half the pegs, name of the pegs. Now for here, I have caught the uniques right here, right here. That's been the two spots that I've caught them at. You can catch largemouth bass all over here and here, but on this part usually you get the peacocks and then the largemouth over here, and I can get a lot of trophies on this side. I haven't caught a unique over here, but I've caught a lot of trophy largemouth, especially off the popper. There's other poppers you can use, but that new bullfrog one that came, there we go. That new bullfrog that came with the 4th of July event is just, they just attack it. They can't get enough of it for some reason. So I have a few of them that I managed to get, and they are always with me here, I tell you. We'll see if we can get us another trophy here. It's getting later. And this is also a real good place to fish for channel cats right here. The water in front of me is very deep. It's kind of misleading. It doesn't seem like it would be that deep. This may be a trophy, guys. Oh wow, yeah, this is probably a trophy. See how well he's fighting and how it stays in the orange more than not. There we go. Yep, 423. He's a nice fish. Yeah, I haven't seen what the pictures look like when you do that. I'm going to take a look here real quick. Oh, I was kind of hoping you would hold them on your lap. Maybe you would if it was unique. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I should have done that when I had the peacock bass. Ah well. Also, letting you know, if you have crankbait or shiners and you fish over here past 7 p.m. in this area, next in front of these lily pads, you will get the Florida gar. They are really active at night, just as the sun starts to go down and well into the night. You will get the occasional bowfin, especially where I'm fishing here. Oh wow. Okay, this guy's, oh shoot, don't even think about it, you little. Yeah, he almost got off of there. He almost got off there, but he's fighting pretty darn good. See, another trophy. This one's almost 500 cash. He's over 7 pounds. That, my friends, is a nice fish. But yeah, right behind that, that's a boat, by the way, if you can't tell. That's like a wrecked boat. Right behind it is really good. Right there where you see that splashing is really good. And just beyond those grasses is really good. All of them are great for bass. Largemouth bass, I mean. This is only the second time I've retrieved it since we've been doing this that I haven't caught a fish. Of course, I haven't gotten it in yet. Alright, we're going to try that one more time. Actually, I'm going to do it right beyond that a little bit. Over here. But we will eventually have to quit even before the night. There we go. Even before the night gets on, because our fish castle is getting full. It is darn near full. And that's what I like to do. I like to fish until I fill that sucker up. You spend 2 or 3 days here, you could easily get up to 100,000 of cash. Now, that's not a bad regular largemouth. But yeah, I really can't tell you which is the best spots. As you saw, I caught trophies just about anywhere I threw. Let me check one more thing on the map here, guys. Yeah, see, it's getting late. This last one here, this is the Salty Delta. Now, this is brackish water here. And normally you can come here and catch tarpon and red drum and common snook. But there's also largemouth bass here. And if you're going to catch them, though, you kind of have to focus more on this area here and this area here. Don't catch them as much out here. As long you can near the lily pads, but out in the deeper water, not so much. But we're going to try over here, see if we can't get a couple largemouth. There's a lot of activity over there, so I figure I might as well give this a good try too. Oh, daggone it. I hate when they don't get a hold of it. Ooh, got 3 that time. Yeah, I don't get the bass as much on this peg as I do the other three. But I think that's primarily... Well, there we go. Just made a liar out of me. I think it's primarily... Damn, this one's big. This one's big, guys. This might not be a bass. If it is, he's a trophy. Damn. Yeah, he's definitely got some weight behind him. Can't tell. No, he's a bass. He's definitely a bass. Yep, just a very big one. Trophy largemouth. That's a pretty fish, guys. Now that is a fish. Without a doubt. We're going to try over here a little further on. Like I said, I've not caught anything else but the largemouth and the peacocks off of the poppers here. So I don't think any of the other species really go for it. So yeah, guys, out there they just don't go for it. You gotta stick close in here near the dock. Let's try over here. Just see. There we go. Yeah, you have to really get way over there to get those largemouth bass. I think it gets a little too salty for him over here, so. But I tell you, they definitely bite over there, and but out here, not so much. Just wanted to be 100% certain that I wasn't telling you something wrong. There we go. Last one. Yeah, guys, that is grinding the Everglades and grinding the bass and the peacock bass. But let me show you guys here real quick again. So far I've gotten $27,699 in cash, and I've caught 100 fish even. So that, what do you think, guys? I mean, it's definitely worth your time for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna need to go and get this line changed out because it is pretty much worn out. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will be back with another episode of Fishing Planet. So until then, guys, always remember, aim straight, cast far, and have fun, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.